Hey everyone, it's Lonnie at the range. I'm here with Miles. He's the handgun manager at the Fargo Shields store.
Yep.
He's here to talk to us today about a first-time handgun purchase.
Yeah, so we're working at a retailer place here with firearms. We get a lot of questions from first-time handgun buyers. A lot of people ask what brand I should be going for, what really I should look at when I buy my first handgun. And today we're going to go over just a couple of quick basics, as far as what the use of that firearm is going to be and kind of how to guide you through that first firearm purchase. So first and foremost, Lonnie's got a couple of guns out here for us, and they kind of hit the main brands and main points, I guess, as far as why you'd buy a handgun, from anywhere from just a range gun to a self-defense firearm. Again, we get these questions every day at the store, and when you come into the store, the first question we're going to ask you is, what's the intention of the firearm, and what makes you want to buy that handgun? You'd like to have one that covers everything, really, but if it's a gun that you just want to go to the range with, you want to shoot, for cheap ammo, you want to, be fairly accurate with, like Lonnie here has a good example of that, is one of the Browning Buckmarks. Very comfortable gun, cheap to shoot. It's a .22 long rifle, has a manual safety. If it's a gun that you're looking to, conceal carry only, he's got another good example of that, in a Glock 42, something where it's easy to conceal inside the waistband. It's, got night sights on it. It's kind of set up for someone that's going to just carry the gun and want to conceal that gun. So, again, coming into the store with a good idea as far as what your intention with that firearm is going to do is going to kind of help us kind of guide you into the right firearm. So,
What about people who have smaller hands? Say, for example, this Walther it's got the double stack magazine. Do you ever have issues with customers with those?
We do, and gun companies have come a long ways as far as grips, and there's a lot of brands out there that are giving some sort of customizable grip, whether it's different back straps, whether it's different side panels, and you again, looking like he's talking this Creed here, which is a double stack, lot bigger gun, takes up a lot more of the hand. You go into, say, this Walther, I mean, you can tell the difference right away. Just a smaller grip. This is a little .22. Again, for someone with smaller hands, I myself have smaller hands, this is a very comfortable gun. Grip leads a lot into accuracy, how you handle the gun, how you grip the gun, and how you absorb the recoil. So paying attention to, when you come into a store for the first time and you hold your first handgun, don't necessarily buy the first handgun that you pick up. You're going to want to get your hands on a few of them to see what feels good in the hand.
And one other thing that we see a lot here at the range is when we get a lot of ladies coming in for the first time to shoot. They'll ask a lot of times, should I just get a .22? I want to get a gun for personal defense, but then we see a lot of them get deterred by the recoil right away.
Yep.
I usually tell them not to start out with a big caliber and start out with a smaller caliber. What do you recommend in that situation?
Definitely, I totally agree with that. I mean, the biggest thing that's going to scare you away from a handgun is the first time you shoot it. There's a lot of recoil, and you think to yourself, "Man, this is not what I want." Right? So, like he said, .22s are very popular options. Whether it's a small gun like this that operates, very similar to a full-size gun. Whether it's a Browning Buckmark, which from an accuracy standpoint, a little longer barrel, this doesn't necessarily operate exactly like a Glock or a SIG, but you're going to get the basic operation and the safety of the handgun down. From there, moving into a concealed gun, maybe it's into a full-size 9 to start with the range is very easy to do. And there are some guns that, whether it's a smaller 9, the new Smith & Wesson 380 Easy is a very popular one with female shooters because it's an easy gun to use and it doesn't recoil a ton. So,
sure. All right, a lot of things to consider, I guess, when you're doing your first-time handgun purchase. Well, if you have any questions, he's the man to ask. He's at Shields. I'm sure he'd be glad to help you with any questions. Any questions, you can contact any of us here at the store. We're here all the time. So. And once you get that new handgun, join us here at the range, and one of our range safety officers would be glad to help you if you had any questions. Thanks for viewing, everybody.
Thank you.